One day I found the vial of a distant princess in my garden. Right. Zahara Sandys, the princess of a sand, daughter of the queen of Saba. This princess lives in a castle of sand whose location depends on the direction of the winds. A princess who lives in a castle of sand is like a sand castle. Get it? Sand castle? It shifts to the north when the sirocco blows hot and dry, to the south during the season of the simoom, to the west when the harmattan rages, yes, and to the east, the rest of the time. She bathes in oasis, knows the names of every stone and star, and wears a veil as protection from the storms. She grows desert roses. I love those. And this is beautiful, you know. Oh. You and me and you, that's written upside down, you know. It's like that too. Princess Flip and Flop. Princesses of the kingdom of Siam. They are famous throughout the East. These twins are inseparable. Literally, they wear the same kimono and share one pair of sandals. Reminds me of the cherry blossoms, if you ask me. I love the cherry blossoms. They live in a palace made for two and wake up to the sound of silver-tipped hooves clattering as their carriage comes to fetch them each morning. Their favorite hobbies are telling knock-knock jokes and playing croquet. Descendants of the famous princess' cousins sing and song. Reminds me of two heads, because two beds are better than one, you know. Oh, this one's my favorite. Princess Hothead. Where Princess Hothead treads, the grass never grows again. That would not be great. Princess Hothead. Now I'm going to do in my rough tomboyish voice, because I'm part tomboy and part girly girl. So here we go. Has the face of an angel, but behaves like a devil. Princess Hothead has the face of an angel, but behaves like a devil. Totally terrifying. She prefers brandishing a sword to practicing the piano. Chooses horse races over needlepoint. Can't tolerate complaining. Much faster than everyone. Spits on the ground and challenges everyone to arm wrestling matches. Wounded during the Battle of Atalanta. Friend of Amazons. Her big secret? She's afraid of mice. See Minnie Tree Mouse, page 63. Similar than Minnie Mouse from Mickey Mouse, you know. This is a lot, if you ask me. Princess for a Day. A member of a special and mysterious dynasty where a princess exists for only one day. She is very pretty, as graceful as a dragonfly, and as light as air. That's in a positive. So here we go. Life cycle. The life of Princess for a Day only lasts a few hours. In the morning, she wakes up in her cocoon, similar than the caterpillar who turns into a butterfly. Then she grows up very quickly until she's ready to fly with her own wings. You can spot her in gardens, dressed in magnificent robes and breathing in the perfume of flowers. She swirls and twirls under a brilliant sea. She swirls and twirls under a brilliant sea. She swirls and twirls under a brilliant sun, listening to the flattery of the heavy armored princes who wake up her court. Then the evening arrives and her reign is over. With a fluttering of wings, she disappears in the night, illuminated by fireflies. Habitat: China, but also North America and Europe in the summer months. Sometimes found on sunlit prairies. If the temperature is between 89 and 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Classification: The reign of Dame Diaphanus, princess for a day, the 337th, August 6th, 2009, from 5:52 a.m. to 11:37 p.m. Daughter of Queen Quantifly the Third, Queen Quantifly the Third, granddaughter of Nana Nanosek, brief yet loyal friend to many. C.A. Confidante, page 34. We're almost done with this book, you guys, until we get back to bed. Princess Elizabeth. Similar than Princess Elizabeth, but this is pronounced as Princess Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Get it? Elizabeth? It is very hard to spot Princess Elizabeth. She only comes up for air once a year, when she meets up with her Prince Charming, Baron Triton. A stylish swimmer, she slips through the river's depths and glides under ice-covered stream. If you are very patient, you might catch a glimpse of her white skin, slightly bluish, almost silvery, almost a pebbly river bottom. She's always ready to fight bravely through the watery torrents or swim against the current. Is the daughter of Delta Smelt, Principal Admiral of the Royal Navy, and a sister of the wriggling Princesses Alba Cor and Anne Chovy. Yeah, anchovy, get it? Oh, that a positive that we've learned in English. Oh, this one's my favorite. Black butterfly. A black butterfly forecasts doom, just like a pirate flag. Once you see one, there's little hope. See Princess Prime and Proper, page 26. Animals ask no questions and pass no judgments. Grey Wolf. A legend recounts that a wandering princess was adopted by a pack of gray wolves. They took care of her, and she grew up surrounded by their affection. Legend says that she lives in Siberia, and that an old gray wolf is always by her side. Some say that the pack can be heard at night when the wind blows. Inseparable lovebirds. These two birds accompany the princesses Flip and Flop wherever they go. Completely identical in every respect, they resemble each other like two drops of water. Not the water you drink, though. But anyways, yeah. Flip's bird is called King, and Flop's is called Kong. Remember that now? King belongs to Flip, and Kong belongs to Flop. But sometimes King is with Flop, and sometimes Kong is with Flip. See Princess Flip and Flop, not the flip-flops I'm wearing. From page 52. Blue whale. The preferred means of transportation for princesses who cannot stand the discomfort of traveling on elephant back. See Voyages, pages 44 and 45, most spacious and dignified than the grandest cruise ships. Crossing the Atlantic Ocean via Reykjavik is a particularly most popular route nowadays, considering reserving a seat ahead of time. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Unicorn, because some say I believe in unicorns, because they're real, but some say they're not real, but they don't believe in unicorns, and that's okay. Anyways, let's go. Unicorn, a type of horse with a twisted horn on its forehead. A favorite animal of princesses everywhere, similar to Little Charmers or Shimmer and Shine, and Strawberry Shortcake too. Notable for its surpassing beauty and extreme sensitivity. Could be either gender female or male, but I don't know. It's either. It doesn't matter. So anyways, let's go. Has the distinction of being seen only by princesses. In order to meet a unicorn, several precautions must be taken. You have to wear your most beautiful dress before entering the forest. then sit on a hollow log and wait. When the unicorn emerges, it will approach, place its head on your knees, and fall asleep. Over the years, the unicorns have shared their cares and concerns with princesses. All these confidences were gathered together in a book, A Unicorn's Tale and Other Magical Stories. Get it? A Unicorn's Tale and Other Magical Stories? But it's now sadly out of print and impossible to find, but if you're lucky, you might uncover a mislaid copy hidden somewhere in an attic, or maybe in a cupboard, or at the back of a very old and dusty bookstore. Ooh. Paranormal tarantula, used by princesses since the beginning of time to see the future. Its footpads are dipped in ink. And then one tries to decipher the message it leaves on a large sheet of paper. If you don't have a tarantula on hand, or if you don't have a tarantula on your hand, or if you are really scared of spiders, then you can also use large flies. It's the same process, but the marks that they usually leave are smaller and much harder to read. See Princess Clairvoyant, page 32. Mini Tree Mouse. Princess Hothead isn't afraid of anything. She's ready to confront all dangers: a dragon, a horde of barbarous villains, an attack of iguanodons. The only thing that bothers her is that the very cute mini tree mouse. See Princess Hothead, page 54. Coco Dodo, a fabulous bird with a fiery plumage. A favorite of princesses, their feathers are occasionally found on their gowns and hats. Very rare. Like I always say, I always care. For the rest of the day, anyway. Let's play. Forest. A forest holds many secrets. Forests provide great places or refuge for princesses. They can get lost there, seek comfort, hide, or have extraordinary adventures. The forest is home to a multitude of creatures. Dwarves, generally in groups of 7, ogres, goblins, lost princes, dragons, sorcerers, and even unicorns. See Unicorn, page 63. Some forests are deep and dark, full of thorny shrubs, wild boars, and poisonous mushrooms. That's disgusting. I would never like those. Anyway. But trees all begin to look alike, and the muddy paths merge and disappear before you even realize it. In the middle of winter, you can hear the cries of hungry wolves, not the tears you cry for. Other forests are full of light, home to birds, deer, I love deer, hares, and other animals with gentle, shiny eyes. Reminds me of hares because of bunny rabbits, not the hair you have, not the kind of hair I have also. Clear springs run through them, and the sun pierces the canopy of leaves. You can gather berries and fall asleep on a lazy afternoon. And then there is the forest, whose name is long forgotten. This is where sometimes on a Sunday walk off the beaten path, you might see the fabled blue oak. And there's our positive. We've learned in English. This is great. My teachers will be so proud of me. How many pages do we have more? This can be a lot, you guys. So here we go. Maybe we'll come back to this tomorrow when I return from school. Good night.